The sound of the metal crutch hitting the floor echoed louder than anything else in that crowded café, and for a brief moment, every conversation, every laugh, every clink of cups seemed to fade into silence. I remember looking up instinctively, not out of curiosity, but because something about that sound carried weight, like a quiet cry for help disguised as an accident. She stood there, slightly off balance, her hands trembling as she tried to steady herself, her single leg planted firmly while the empty space beneath her other pant leg told a story no one dared to ask about. Her eyes scanned the room, searching, hesitant, almost apologetic for existing. And then she looked at me. Before the story continues, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet power of human connection, take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs a reminder of humanity, and subscribe to the channel, Kindness Stories. You never know whose life might change because of a simple act. She slowly made her way toward my table, each step careful, measured, as if the ground itself could betray her at any second. People noticed her, of course. Some looked away quickly, pretending they hadn't seen her. Others stared just a little too long, their curiosity wrapped in discomfort. But no one moved. No one offered a seat. No one spoke. When she reached my table, she paused. For a second, I thought she might turn away, retreat back into that invisible corner society often pushes people like her into. But she didn't. She gathered what little courage she had left and asked softly if she could sit with me. Her voice wasn't weak, but it carried exhaustion, the kind that comes not from physical strain, but from years of being overlooked. That I said yes without thinking. It felt like the most natural thing in the world, like saying no would have been a betrayal of something fundamental inside me. But I had no idea that this simple word, this small decision, would unravel everything I thought I knew about strength, resilience, and what it truly means to see someone. She sat down carefully, placing her crutch beside her, her movements practiced but still cautious. Up close, I noticed details others probably missed. She wasn't just a girl with one leg. She was young, maybe in her early 20s. Her hair was tied back in a loose ponytail, slightly messy, as if she hadn't cared much about fixing it that morning. Her clothes were clean but worn, the kind that had been washed too many times. Her face carried a quiet beauty, but it was overshadowed by something deeper, something heavy. At first, there was silence between us. Not awkward, just unfamiliar. I didn't know what to say, and she didn't seem eager to fill the space. But slowly, like a door creaking open after years of being shut, she began to speak. Her story didn't come all at once. It came in fragments, in pauses, in sentences that sometimes ended halfway because the rest was too painful to say out loud. She told me about the accident. A rainy night. A speeding truck. A moment that split her life into before and after. She survived, but survival came at a cost. Her leg. Her independence. Her sense of belonging. What she didn't say directly. But what I could feel in every word, was how the world changed afterward. Friends who stopped calling. Strangers who pitied her but never truly saw her. Job interviews that ended the moment she walked into the room. People didn't say it out loud, but their eyes did. She was no longer someone with potential. She was someone with limitations. As she spoke, I felt something shift inside me. I had always considered myself a decent person. I held doors open, said thank you, smiled at strangers. But sitting there, listening to her, I realized how easy it is to confuse politeness with kindness. Politeness keeps things comfortable. Kindness requires you